It was an unusually hot day. It wasn't even August yet, but the forecasts were calling for temperatures in line with those normally experienced during that month. Thanks to that, even after afternoon classes let out, it was still ludicrously hot. There may have been air conditioning in the school, but unfortunately, such a thing has yet to be invented for use outside of buildings.
まだまだ外は暑いですね。
It's just past noon too. We are edging up on the hottest time of day, aren't we? I'd heard somewhere before that it gets the hottest right around 2 in the afternoon. Which naturally would mean the temperature wouldn't be starting to drop by 3.
では、涼しくなるまでここにいますか?
It's only going to cool down once the sun starts setting. Besides, class is already over, so they're gonna turn the air conditioning off, right?
それでも教室の方が涼しくありませんか?
Well, you're not exactly wrong. We carried out a conversation at a leisurely pace as we headed back to our seats. Didi then pressed her cheek against her desk.
はあ、机が冷たくて気持ちいいです。
Hey, hey, quit being a sloth!
だらしなくていいのです。今なら猫さんの気持ちがわかります。
Those little bastards are too good at finding spots to cool down.
イギリスでは猫のようだと言われていました。
Not surprised, you're certainly acting like a house cat. While we talked, I fanned Didi with a small desk mat. Most likely, it wasn't just the heat, but also being physically drained from PE which had gotten her like this. Hey Didi, wake up already. Homeroom's gonna be starting soon.
起きるべきか寝るべきか、それが問題です。
Shakespeare was English, wasn't he? While trying to wake Didi, I heard a troubled groan next to me. Glancing over, I saw Makoto gazing down at her cell phone with a worried expression on her face.
おやおや、どうしましたか、誠さん。うちに住み込みで働いてる人から連絡があってね。もろもろの事情があって、大量の野菜とお肉をもらったみたいなの。
I see. Not asking about what those circumstances were was probably the neat thing to do.
それもうちじゃ使い切れなさそうな量でね。もらい物だから近所の人に配るのもどうかなって思って。
Sounds like it. Midsummer gifts are pretty serious business after all. Midsummer gifts? My household's usually on the receiving end of a ton of those too, so I can definitely empathize.
おお、それは大変そうですね。わかりました。では私がお手伝いします。
Help her? With giving it away?
それも悪い気がするんだけど。いえいえ、違いますよ。
Didi shook her head and then beat her chest.
ご飯を食べるお手伝いをします。
Now just a minute.
私はそれでもいいけどね。誰かに食べてもらった方が嬉しいし。お任せあれ。
Hey, I'm pretty sure the... Whoops!
先生来たからまた後でね。はーい。
Homeroom began, but at some point during the lecture, my thoughts ended up drifting somewhere else. Specifically to the discussion from earlier about eating. At first, Didi's comment was a surprise to me, but now I was seriously starting to think she had a good idea there. Of course, I had no intentions of letting Didi eat everything. But maybe if we got a few other people together. As I toyed with the thought, I pulled out my smartphone and typed out a message. Hey Makoto, you free after this?
あるけど、どうしたの?
About that conversation earlier, why don't we invite everyone along to a barbecue?
バーベキュー！私は大好きです。おや、誠さんは嫌いですか？そういうわけじゃないんだけど、 場所がその
Oh, no, it wouldn't be at your house. I was thinking we could have it at the beach.
そういうことね。
Come on, even I know enough about your family circumstances to know better than that.
そうだよね。それなら私もいいと思うよ。ちなみにみんなって
Ah, so you want to know who we can invite. I could probably invite the entire class along if I was insistent enough.
そこまで大きな話にはしたくないかな。さすがに。
Right, then the usual suspects should be good enough. That'd make me, Didi, you, and Michiru too, I guess.
美咲さんとみゆさんも誘いましょう。
Yeah, I was thinking we might as well invite the entire first year Three Stooges lineup myself. I texted them about it during homeroom. They just told me they're free, so I'm gonna go tell them the details.
おお、手際がいいね。では、お二人も参戦決定ですね。
The battle? I doubt we'll be fighting over everyone's share though. Plus, last I checked, my friends aren't childish about that stuff anyway. If anything, DD would be the one to steal food from the others.
ご主人様、食卓は戦場ですよ。
Don't you mean the kitchen? You'd be making food there, not eating it.
おや、そうでしたか？あ、そういえば、みゆちゃんってレイ君のことで名前はよく聞くけど、私会うの初めてだ。
Oh, really? Huh, really?
うん。この前すれ違ってましたけどね。え？いつのこと？
While the two of them got into talking about Miu, I went aside to rope another member into the gathering. Hey, Shuji!
あ？どうしたんだよ？
You free today? You are, aren't you? Care to accompany me to a barbecue?
勝手に俺の予定決めてんじゃねえよ。
You have plans or something?
本屋でも寄ろうと思ったけど、キャンセルしてやるよ。
Glad to hear it.
そうそう、感謝しておけ。で、バーベキューっていつ、どこで、誰といくらで？
Makoto happened to get a whole bunch of ingredients by chance, and to answer your questions, later on at the beach, just a few others. We'll go Dutch on it.
把握した。参加するよ。だけど、適当なメンバーって、よく考えたら、お前の妹さんとかミユもいるんだよな。
Shuji slightly scratched his cheek. Don't get your hopes up with those two juniors, buddy.
さんずいに言われるまでもねえよ。
Both sides had already come to terms over that issue. But it'll probably be a good chance for my close friend to deal with it better. That reminds me, there's gonna be another junior there. Misaki Ando's her name.
安藤ね。
He seemed to know about her family, but there was no need to push that topic any further.
で、なんでわざわざ海に行ってバーベキューなわけ？
Makoto's house wouldn't work, neither would mine for that matter.
他に理由あるんじゃないの？ DD が暑がってるからとか、山水の家だとゆっくりできないからとか。
This fucking guy, sharp as ever. Well, I can't exactly deny those had something to do with it. But the biggest reason is, it'd just be more fun that way.
まあいいけど。
Yeah, that wasn't an exaggeration either. Because I figured it'd be fun to play around with DD and the others. And also because I knew that DD was busy with her matey duties. She seemed to be quite comfortable with them, but there were plenty of other fun things for her to do. Right, I wanted to see DD having fun, being happy, enjoying herself. Okay, I'm gonna go talk with the juniors to see if they're in.
ああ、ここで待ってた方がいいか？
Yeah, could you think of the stuff we'll need to prep for the barbecue?
いいけど、そこ俺任せかよ。
I'll consider it. I exited the classroom, weaving my way through the crowd of students on their way home, and headed for the first floor. I was headed for Michiru's classroom, but it seemed I didn't have to go that far after all. Seeing the three of them already waiting there for me, I came up to them. Oh hey, did I keep you guys waiting?
いいえ、今来たところです。なに二人でデートの待ち合わせみたいにしてるのよ。 私は兄様と一緒ならいつでもどこでもデートの気分ですから。
Could you please not try to pull anything that'll give the rumor mill around here fuel they don't need?
秘める愛ですね。
私たちを無視していい雰囲気を作らないでよ。
Hey, I didn't start this. My hands are clean. I quickly put a stop to Misaki's sulking and Michiru's inability to read the air. Then I turned my attention to Miu, who hadn't said anything yet and seemed somewhat anxious as well. So, I take it all three of you will be joining us?
予定はないんですけど。ねえ先輩、参加費は割り勘って言ってたけど、どのくらいになるの？
Misaki spoke up as if to cut Miu off. I see how it is. Miu must be worried about the cost then. We are not really sure about that yet, but I had a little bit of an idea about it myself. I hadn't planned to bring it up myself, but since the opportunity was ripe, I decided to spur Misaki on. I'd like to have Miu prep the food for us.
私がですか？
Yeah, you are probably the most adept among everyone at that.
そうですね。調理実習ではよく褒められていますし。
この前は独身の先生が泣いてたもんね。あれはみんなが手伝ってくれたからだよ。それに自分の分は失敗しちゃったし。あれ、なんでみーちゃんのだけ失敗したのか謎だよね。
私がもらった分はとても美味しかったのですが。
Sounds like that must have been quite an interesting class, but never mind that. So, how about it? If you're alright with that, then in return we'll let your food be on the house.
免除ですか？そんな、私だけ特別扱いは。
You're going to have the toughest job, so it's the least we can do. Seems like there's gonna be some people who plan on gorging themselves, so they'll have quite a lot to prep.
それ、作るばっかりで食べる暇ないんじゃないの？
I do plan on giving Miu some time to eat too. Some of the food only needs to be grilled anyway, so there's no need to worry about that.
それにしても忙しそうだけどね。
That's why I'll let hers be on the house. Hey, I'm making it sound like she's already agreed to it, aren't I? Anyway, that's how it is. But what do you think, Miu?
そういうことでしたら。不詳ながら頑張らせてもらいます。
Miu clenched her fist and struck a victory pose.
皆さんのお口に合うかどうかわかりませんけど。
And yet, her confidence ended up crumbling midway. In any case, Miu seemed to have more positivity in her than before.
みゆさんの料理が合わない人はいないと思いますよ。
みーちゃんが頑張ったらお金が取れるレベルだもんね。そんなことは。
I see. Well, I guess I'll have to jack up the prices for everyone else's food then.
むしろ食材を追加してメニューを増やしてもらおうかしら。
そうと決まれば帰る準備をしなくてはいけませんね。兄様、また後で。
Yeah, no need to rush.
レイ先輩、ありがとうございました。
Likewise, thanks for taking this on for me. I'm looking forward to your cooking.
視力を尽くします。
Right. I almost felt bad about setting this up when I saw how motivated she was. Though, I figured Miu would be more than willing anyway. Misaki and Michiru just ended up spurring her on.
よしよし。
Unlike the other two, Misaki nodded her head in satisfaction as she walked over to me. She then lightly elbowed me in the arm.
やるじゃない。
Same to you.
私はみーちゃんが一緒の方が楽しいと思ったからよ。先輩の察しの良さにはちょっと驚いたけどね。
Well, I had the same idea too. The more, the merrier after all. Besides, if we were going to all this trouble, we might as well put a lot of effort into the food. Gathering at the school gate, we made introductions between everyone who hadn't previously known each other. After that was finished, we split up the necessary equipment. And then, once everyone had swung by home to change clothes, we all came here.
わあ、おっきな鉄板。よくこんなサイズのがありましたね。
見つけた時は私も驚いちゃった。
When Makoto arrived, she hadn't brought just the ingredients, but also an iron plate and steel mesh to use for cooking. But the problem was how big they were.
これって縁日で見かけるサイズだよな。
Didi's wearing some new clothes.
縁日ってフェスティバルみたいなものですよね。
それはニュアンスが違わねえか？
そうですね。むしろカーニバルに近いというか。
神社の催し事に出る露店のことですね。
While everyone was chatting excitedly, Makoto was standing off to the side in a cold sweat. I suppose her folks would have wanted to pull out all the stops when it comes to an event like this. Makoto.
あ、レイ君。
Sorry about all that, making you deal with the ingredients and the cookware too.
気にしないで。私から言い出したことだもん。助けられるのに手を貸さないのは私の性分じゃないからね。
True, plus this saves us a lot of trouble. I'd initially planned to bring the camping set I knew we had stored away in my home cellar. But for the quantity of food and the number of participants, it wouldn't have been enough. She couldn't let that go, so here we are. But I suppose there's a chance they might find out about your family, right?
さすがにこれだけで知られるとは思わないけど、困った時はレイ君が助けてくれるんでしょ？
I'll do whatever I can.
期待してるよ。
I answered her truthfully, but I had a feeling that Makoto wouldn't ask for help even if she needed it. She seemed like the type who'd insist on resolving her own problems herself.
ご主人様、ご主人様。
As I was speaking with Makoto, Didi ran over to me, bursting with elation.
そろそろ準備しますか？
I think it's a little early, but are you raring to eat already?
私はいつでも腹ペコです。
That isn't a good thing, you know.
ハングリー精神を忘れるなとグランパに言われました。
それは意味が違うんじゃないかな。
And with the way you're saying that, it makes you sound like you're being starved at home.
いえいえ、ご主人様にはいつもお腹いっぱい食べさせてもらってますよ。ですけど、明るいうちに準備した方がいいと思いました。
Ah, good point.
それじゃ設置だけ先にやっちゃう？
Sure, the two of you can go enjoy yourselves in the meantime.
私もお手伝いしますよ。
うんうん。レイ君にだけ任せて遊ぶのも気が引けるからね。
Nah, don't worry about it. You've practically sponsored this entire outing, haven't you, Makoto? Besides, Didi, you're not used to the heat, so you should just take your time and rest.
ご主人様にそう言われると断りづらいですね。
The heavy lifting is where the guys come in. Don't you agree, Shuji?
さりげなく話題振られたけど、まあその通りだな。
男の子にそこまで言われたら任せるしかないかな。DD さん、波打ち際で一緒に涼まない？
イエス！映画のワンシーンみたいでドキドキしますね。
女の子同士だけどね。
Well, that's fine too.
夕日が沈んだらダッシュです。
青春だな。でもこれまた女の子同士のシーンじゃないよね。
最近は女の子同士の熱血アニメも多いですよ。
へえ、そういうアニメもあるんだ。
The two of them kept chattering as they walked towards the shoreline. Right, guess we'd better get things started.
さっさと済ませるか。
We nodded to each other and got to work. It seems like Makoto already explained to the other girls as they began to relax in their own ways. The 3 first years struck up a conversation. I, of course, couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could definitely see how close they were. A little further away lay Makoto's and Didi's shoes left by their owners.
波がくすぐったいですそうだね
The two in question were playing around, barefoot. Not quite the lines that Didi said, but this scene would fit just as well in a movie. Hey, Shuji.
なんだよ。
I placed the iron plate on top of a foundation and breathed out a sigh. Girls frolicking barefoot in the waves sure are great.
それが目的だったのかよ。
It's more like a side benefit, this whole do's been planned with good intentions from the start.
じゃあ DD にいいところ見せたかったとか？
Well, the thought had crossed my mind.
欲望に忠実なやつだな。
There's no other guys here besides us, right? I can't exactly come right out and tell the others.
違いない。
Perhaps thanks to the silly banter we exchanged, we finished setting up without much difficulty. Looks like Shuji plans to sit and read while he watches over the stuff, so I can leave him in charge of the place. I, on the other hand, have taken my shoes off and rolled my pant legs up. Learning from Didi and Makoto's example, I run over to the water's edge. Ah, shit! Hot, hot, hot! I had a little bit of regret about taking my shoes off too early. Standing on my tiptoes, I ran as fast as I could towards the water.
わお素敵なウォーキングですね
I'm pretty sure tiptoeing is the opposite of a stride.
忍術でござりますか
Believe it! Was that a Naruto reference? Giving my own quip back at Didi's joke, I stepped into the waves. At that moment, my feet up to my ankles were enveloped in quite a lovely chill. Ah, much better. Now that I could finally relax, I looked up and saw Makoto smirking at me. There's something you wanna say?
いやレイ君が DD さんと同じことしてるなと思って
The same thing? So you mean she ended up running through the sand like I did? I did just follow them in, so of course we'd experienced the same thing.
思わずタップダンスをしてしまいました
Dang! Too bad I missed it.
あれはすごかったね思わず拍手しちゃった
そういう誠さんは熱そうじゃありませんでしたね。
神道を滅却すればってね
必殺技みたいでかっこいいですね。
そうかな
I listened to Didi and Makoto's conversation somewhat absentmindedly, throwing and interjecting here and there. The sand at my feet flowed back and forth in accordance with the waves. The strong sunlight combined with the cold ocean water felt pleasant. I feel like just relaxing on an inflatable boat or something. It might be a bit too early to swim, but it's perfect for chilling as the waves carry you around.
ガムボートの貸し出しなら向こうでしておったぞ
That's just what I feel like, okay? And riding on one alone is... Ah!
乗りたいなら誘えばいいだろう相手はよりどりみどりだぞ
Crow, what are you doing? I turned my back a bit on Makoto and Didi to create some distance between Crow and I as we talked.
辺りを散策しておったらご主人たちを見かけてな何をしておるのかと観察しておったのだ
Free-spirited as always.
そういうご主人はよくわからんことをしておったな砂の上で奇怪な踊りをしておっただろう陸に上げられた魚のようだったぞ
Gah, you've been watching since then?
DD のやつがおかしな舞をするところからだな
呼びましたか？
No, I didn't, though you did come up in the conversation.
お主とご主人が怪しげに踊っていた話だ
あちゃー恥ずかしいところを目撃されてしまいました。
I totally missed it though. So, anyway, where's Makoto?
私がご主人様のところへ行くと言ったら飲み物を取ってくると言いました。
Was she being considerate?
クロさんともお話ししたかったのでナイスなタイミングですね。
Yeah, if she came with me, I couldn't talk with her anyway. I looked to the distance and saw Makoto and the others looking here and talking amongst themselves. They're definitely coming up with some way to tease us.
ところでクロさんはいつも着物ですけどあっち来ないのですか？
あいにくと暑さ寒さとは無縁なものでな。
Just looking at you makes me feel hot. No, your shoulders and legs are exposed, so I guess it's refreshing.
セクシーですよね。
子供にはない魅力に溢れているだろう。
イエス！クロさんは魅力でいっぱいですね。
That is true.
外見はとってもキュートですけど着物とトークはアダルトですし。
ん？それは褒めておるのか？
That it was.
ますよ。そうかそうか。
It's true that DD is complimenting her pure and simple. But it feels like DD implied that she is an old woman in a young girl's body.
よこしまな視線を感じるな。
I think you're just imagining things.
ご主人の態度で気のせいではないと確信したぞ。忠告してやろうと思ったが、まあ天罰と思って受け入れろ。
Hmm? What did she mean by that? The moment I turned my head... Mwah! What the hell? My vision spinning! It felt like I was suddenly shoved from behind. And damn, it's cold. What the heck is going on? By the time I realized it, I was on all fours on the sand. My bangs were soaked and dripping.
水も滴るような色男だな。
I'd prefer to be one that's entirely dry, thanks. So, judging by this situation, I take it that you kept quiet about a high wave that was coming my way?
そういうことだ。
You know... Well, I didn't particularly mind the divine retribution coming my way, but since DD's with me...
今のは何ですか？
Are you okay? Oh. When I turned my head, before my eyes was a cute girl also dripping wet. Her clothes were quite transparent now, or rather, you could see right through them. Being able to see this was a stroke of luck, but I should turn back time with a watch, so I reached into my pocket and... Oh, it's not there. Now that I think about it, when I was getting ready to head to the water, I left it, my wallet and my phone with the rest of our stuff to keep it from getting wet.
背後からあんな風に奇襲されてマジびっくりしました。
高波というやつだ。
海がこんなに恐ろしいとは。
海で泳いだことはなかったのか？
プール以外で泳いだことはありません。
England's pretty cold, so maybe they don't swim in the ocean? Ah, you alright, DD?
おお、ご主人様もずぶ濡れマウスでございますね。
A drowned rat, you mean? You sure know some uncommon phrases. Oh, and I think you ought to speak for yourself.
あはん、確かにびしょんびしょんですね。
And considering how long your hair is, you're way worse off than me. We were both forced down onto the sandy beach, but I'm still better off. My hair and clothes will probably dry before the sun goes down. But that won't be the case with the DD and her long hair.
ご主人様もなかなかにセクシーですね。
Huh?
透けた服が肌に張り付いてます。
Again, she points out something weird.
それを言うならお主もだぞ。
What?
Crow, floating above us with her hair nice and dry and fluffy, called out to us.
ご主人と同じようにお主の服も透けておるぞ。
Ah! She said it. Oh, it's not like I'm sad that I won't get to see anymore. But if I pointed it out in this situation, I would have been in for quite some trouble. Yeah, I pointed my finger at DD and slowly aimed it downwards. As I did so, DD's gaze slowly moved downwards as if it was being led on. Her underwear was in full view. and her clothes were white, so her bra was clearly visible.
天罰のつもりで黙っていたのだが、ご主人としては眼福だったようだな。
Gah. I can't deny it, but I can't agree with her either. Sorry, Didi.
そんな、私も眼福です。
Huh?
それと DD、
なんでございましょうか。
足を閉じた方がいいぞ。ご主人から丸見えだ。騒がしいやつだな。
Coming from you?
我が輩は関係なかろう。余計なことをしたわけではなく、何もしなかっただけだからな。
Well, that is true.
というより、問題から目をそらすな。
Indubitably. Still, as problems go, I'm certainly not on the negative end of the spectrum here. The problem is, how should I deal with someone as cute as the girl right before my very eyes? Didi, her cheeks flushed and her eyes upturned. You know?
見ましたよね。
I at least have the sense not to say I didn't in a situation like this. With her legs closed, she rubbed her knees together, troubled. That gesture of hers is ever so cute and just slightly provocative. I can't see her underwear, but now her pose was even more attractive to the eye. Perhaps it's because I already knew what lay deep inside, even though it's already hidden. Because you can't see, you imagine. No, this is not good. I can't stop thinking about those thoughts.
その、ご主人様。
What? Crap, my voice ended up cracking.
変じゃありませんでしたか。
Huh?
いえ、なんでもありませんですのことよ。
I'm pretty sure it's something though. She asked if it looked weird, right? It was just so sudden, so I didn't really see it well, I guess.
ですか。
But still, sorry. I know it was an accident, but I still saw.
ドントウォーリーですよ。ちょっとしたアクシデントですし。むしろラッキースケベですから不可抗力ですね。
Huh.
私もご主人様の肌を見ちゃいましたので、ここはお宝山分けといきましょう。
Treasure? Not trauma?
そうとも言いますね。
Though it certainly was treasure for me. Yeah, I'll make sure to file that scene away in storage. It was immediately after tasting that bit of adventure as a man. Didi's expression quickly pained. It came so suddenly that I just stared, puzzled. Didi winced, her left eye shut, and stifles herself as if she was holding something back. I've seen this somewhere. Yes, it's just like back in the arcade, when we were playing the dancing game. Hey, Didi?
大丈夫です。ちょっと海のオーダーが口に入ってしまって。
Oh, so that's it.
デリ塩辛いですね。
Don't scare me like that, okay? You're really energetic, but your stamina's a bit lacking, so it's pretty worrisome. My relief was much stronger after a scare like that.
Sorry. 楽しくてはしゃぎすぎました。
なるほどな。
Crow makes a strange remark, but DD has my full attention for now. If it's caught in your throat, should I rub your back?
大丈夫です。
Suddenly, I got tapped on the shoulder from behind me. My oh my, the gang's all here.
レイ君、女の子の恥ずかしいところをじっと見るのはどうかと思うよ。
The way you say it sounds a little bit misleading, don't you think? No, it's nothing.
情けないな。
Shut up! Men are weak when it comes to these situations.
先輩ってやっぱりエッチよね。
まあ兄様に限らず 男性はみんなそうですが、しかし兄様、女性の裸に興味があるのでしたら私がいくらでも。
みちるはややこしくするんじゃないわよ。っていうか先輩も気を利かせてみないようにとか思わないわけ？
It all happened so suddenly, I was just bewildered.
その割には至近距離からまじまじと見てたよね。
小さい胸が好きなわけ？
Something wrong with that?
見るだけで満足なのですか？
Stop trying to take things in that direction. Though bringing it back on topic is a problem for me too. How can I break out of the situation? The watch maybe? But it's back there with the rest of our stuff, so that's not gonna fly. I guess there wouldn't be any point regardless. Well, anyway, I'm really sorry. I bowed my head deeply, making sure not to look in DD's direction.
って言ってるけど DD さん。
いやまあご主人様が私をエッチな気持ちで見てはいたでしょうし、触ろうとしていたことも事実ですが。
DD tried to back me up, but it felt like I was just getting a grave dug for me at the beach. Something on the scale of the ancient pyramids. And what she said was so true that I couldn't even say anything.
レイ君、弁解したいことはある？
Well, my ulterior motives were just 70%, while the other 30% was out of good conscience. Oh. My shoulder was grasped tightly.
ごめんね、レイ君。
Oh. Somehow I could see DD and everyone else underneath me. Ah, right. Makoto had thrown me into the air. Whoa, my body felt like it was floating. That must have been during the time that elapsed between my ascent and my descent. Ha ha ha, what a feeling this is. I'm the king of the world. But alas, theory and actual experience were totally different matters. I only ended up hearing this from DD afterwards, but apparently I'd drawn a perfectly parabolic arc after being thrown. I must have flown for like 25 meters. I can't even run that fast. And I didn't even feel myself hitting the water either. What a strange technique indeed.